Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream! How are we all today? I hope we're good. Oh, Wales, yes, I know you are not a fan of the horror games, but I still appreciate you showing up to show support on the Mondays when we play those. So, yeah, hi. Alana Ray is running out of names to call me. That certainly is something to consider. How about the Ouya? Did we use that one yet? Put that down. Yes, so, it's Monday. We play horror games on a Monday. We know this. We're beginning a new one today, and that game is Silent Hill 3. And you might think that, given how frequently and fervently I talk about Silent Hill 2, my wife, that I would be eager to rush into her waiting arms and, like, have my heart broken again. And I am. But that one is kind of an aside story, and it doesn't follow the larger plot of Silent Hill like some of the other games, in particular Silent Hill 3. So we did 1, now we're going to do 3. Trust me, it will make sense as we go on. There is one last thing that I need to mention before we go ahead, and that is, I'm going to go over to this screen right here. Does anybody remember my September goals? I do. And those are these right here. We ended on 51 subs for the month. That is genuinely mind-blowing to me. Thank you very much for everyone who helped and supported with that. I will always say this, it is not expected or required, but it is always appreciated. You guys are great. So, as you can see, we have a couple of weird bits and pieces to be doing on stream. And my plan is, the last week of this month, I'm going to go through this whole list. We're just going to have an off timetable week where, I don't know, Monday it's Animal Crossing, and then Tuesday it's Paw Patrol, or whatever the hell I do. But yes, that's going to be the last week of this month. So you guys have that to look forward to. My sound screen is way too close to my chair, and I feel like I'm going to just knock it over onto all my stuff. Don't do that. There we go. Okay. I just thought I would let you guys know instead of going, haha, surprise! This Friday, now we're doing, I don't know, dramatic readings. And that's it. Those are my announcements for today. So, what I'm going to do, you can get the ending of the cooking stream. Half a cooking stream is you'll see me taking it out the oven and being like, ah yes, melon bread. This is what I was going to make, and you don't get to know the secrets. And now the music is fading out, which it's Driller, which is really, really long piece of music. So that's kind of my cue that I need to go, I need to stop faffing around and go to the game. So let's go do that. Here we go. Please do be telling me how the volume sounds, because I've had to, like, remix everything, because Windows Update is great, and it just keeps changing my OBS settings. So hopefully everything's fine. Now, we are going to do extra new game, which is New Game Plus, for this game. But that cuts out a little bit of content. So we're just going to start a new game for now. And then we'll get to what this game's about and how I'm going to have it set up when we see the prologue. Because I'm just going to quit out after this, go back to the title screen, and then begin anew. And now it is time for Oh Whales to Lurk. A good plan, because they waste 0 time in this game. You just... Jacob's Ladder Shot. You are just right into it. That was remarkable timing. Well done. Have I played this game too much, or do I know how this series works? Yes. I'm also a little bit on edge, because this is an original run copy of the game. It's an uncut copy of the game as well, which sounds a lot more exciting than you might think it is. It just means there's like 2 extra lines of dialogue. But it is like an original run PS2 game, so pray to the gods that it works, you know? Sacrifice a copy of FIFA to make sure it loads, and you don't get the red screen. We can work with you on your developmental psychology work if you so desire. Oh, actually, hang on. Do you know what? Yeah, there you go. I remember that I have this overlay. Check it out, because we're in the other world. Also, as a heads up, I'm not even bothering with my TV at this point. I'm just sitting looking at my computer monitor, because this game is mad dark, and I've had to boost the brightness so hard in OBS you don't even know. And like I can... Hi! Not a fan of you. Or you. Excuse me, please. I don't quite think that's what that means, Empirical Woodland. It means that, like, this version is slightly more litigious. And that joke that I made halfway through Silent Hill 1, that still applies here. But yeah, whoa, hi, that's a pit. Don't run into those. You can fall into those in this game. I like how I've been, like, gated in, and I still got lost. So, good times, good times. Criddle, I love you very much, but making pasta is not your developmental psychology homework. It just isn't. It just isn't. Anyway, that door is locked, so let's just head on to the train track. I'm certain nothing bad will go wrong if we do this. See? All the monster noises are gone. This is fine. These screams are also fine. Don't even worry about it. Also, something cool about this game, we don't have tank controls, so I can do this. I can just turn around on the spot and nearly launch myself off the edge of the roller coaster. It's fine. You can fall down in this game. Yes. And only this game, because it's really annoying. And people went, kinda realistic, but also, maybe don't do that anymore. And that's the end of that chapter. It's, not really. Game's kinda short if you do that. But, that is where the game begins. That's the end of the prologue. And this is the scene that follows. So, I'm just going to cancel out of that. Go back to the title screen. So we can start extra new game. And I can talk over this, which I skipped over before. So, something that this game does really, really well, that I absolutely love, it has 2 different difficulty sliders. One for the action, and one for the puzzles. So this one It's like, how easy or hard do you want the monsters to be? How many are there? Where will they be? What kind are there? On easy mode, you can't fall down the pits. You'll still like do the little wobbly animation, I believe, but then turn around, so you're fine. Normal and beyond, you can fall down the pits. I'm gonna do normal action, and this one, there's a separate puzzle slider for how hard you want the puzzles to be. And there's only 2 Silent Hill games that do it. There's this one, and you guessed it, Silent Hill 2. And this is pretty cool. It doesn't add any extra puzzles. It just changes what you find and how difficult those puzzles are. No! Don't. I am fully prepared to believe that that is enough of You're Not Here that Konami's gonna put ads in his video. Just you watch. Anyway, 2 different difficulty sliders. One for the monsters, one for the puzzles. We're going to be doing normal monsters. And, dear God help me, I'm going to be doing hard puzzles. I've got the formulas here. I am going to regret my choice. Because hard mode puzzles include genuinely the most difficult puzzle in the Silent Hill franchise. Also, we're going to go back to the sunrise because now it's this is how the game begins if you load a completed save file. I am not doing Extreme X difficulty. You get out of here with that mess.
Nightmare.
Also, fun fact, there's a head floating behind the camera in this scene, and it's a character from Silent Hill 2. But you can never see it. I don't know why it's there. Like, I think it might be a scene controller, but like just to the left of that closing camera shot, there is the head of Angela, who is a very, very sad character. And she also shows up elsewhere in this game. We're going to see her very, very soon. I may also have to talk over a little bit of the cutscenes just to drown out the music, because, again,
Dad, it's me.
Konami and their music, they do like it.
Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Okay. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
It's pretty good voice acting in this game, gotta be honest with you.
Heather, I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Carter. I'm a detective.
A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you.
Heather's pretty great, by the way.
Hold on. There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No, half an hour of your time.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
I'm not.
Like, that's a hell of a way to start a conversation, right? Hello, I wish to speak to you about your birth.
Are you still following me? Do I have to scream?
Sorry. I'll wait here.
Elana Ray has mentioned this much in chat, but yes, indeed, there is there's an option that changes Douglas's outfit to he's just wearing a trench coat and I think it's heart pattern boxes. It's pretty great. Also, don't mind me. I'm just sitting here jamming out to this music because I love it. Ignore the halo around Heather's head. That's fine. We'll get to that. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the options menu. And we're going to turn off the screen noise effect and sharpen up the polygons. Ignore that. That's fine. Just give the game a moment to save. And if we head back to the game now... Oh my god, I can see what I'm doing. That's a joke that my friend Jeremy likes to say. The game's really great when you can see it. Goth Heather. Do I have Goth Heather? I have a lot of outfits in this game. Let's find out. I've got this one. Does that count? Yeah, look at that. That was my favorite when I first played the game, because I don't know, it's cool and edgy. But no, the one I actually want to equip is this Hanafuda one, which you have to solve a puzzle in order to unlock it. There you go, Hanafuda shirt. Love it. So, let's play Silent Hill 3. Hi, how's it going? Is this the door? This is the door. Anyway, we're not going to speak to that detective man. We're just going to climb out the window and run away. I'm going to run to this end and pick up this guy. Get it. An unlimited submachine gun. This is one of the new Game Plus weapons. It breaks the game. You get marked down for using it, but I don't know. I'd probably use it. Also, because this is the original version of the game, the sound engine isn't bugged out, and it doesn't just crash your sound card when you fire it. Always a bonus. I'm loving this music. Absolutely loving it. There is a friend of mine, it's little Frankie. I've mentioned him many times. When he was in college doing his coursework, he'd throw on the like 10-hour loop of this on YouTube, and that would just be running in the background doing his coursework. Pretty cool. Good point, Heather. How did that thing park there? Also, someone did a camera hack. There's actually nothing on the other side of that car. Just there is no more map, but it continues quite a ways in this direction, the one that we're facing. Wow, I went quite a ways past that door. There we go. Okay. What other costumes do I have? I don't actually remember. Do you want to get the GameReactor.net shirt? Go look at that website. Don't actually. It's probably been taken over. This is from the first game. If you recall, that's the one we had to take a picture of it to solve a puzzle. Did I say gay reactor? I didn't, but 13-year-old me would probably have said that. So, sick past burn on me. Huh, really? Is that the only one I've got? There were a lot of, like, website and game review website outfits in this game. What? Is this the one I want to look at? No, it's not. Alright. There's something very particular in here that I want to look at. And I'm going to show it off. And I'm going to go, look at that. What's that doing in this game? I don't know. But, yeah, no, there's quite a few game review website based outfits. I want to say there's like a Game Spy one. The camera's flailing around like it always does. Gosh, I love Silent Hill games. Yeah, see, this is the code in Silent Hill. If it says it's locked, you're going to be able to open that door. This door, we can never open. The door's shut tight or the lock is broken. You're not getting through that door. It's locked. There is a key somewhere. I'm lost. I'm going to go find that thing later. Oh, listen to that. Feels like muffled speech in the distance. So this is something I've noticed doing streaming, is because I do this with headphones on. And the game volume is boosted for me, less so for you. And I heard that. And I'm hearing lots of stuff that I'd never heard before, like whatever muffled speech that was in the background. Nice. Free gun. This is less nice. Also, do you know what's pretty cool? Do you know what blew my mind? When I first played this game, we are wearing the same outfit as we were when we came in here. Because all this stuff is done in-engine. That was a remarkably lucky shot. Now kick it.
What the hell is this thing?
You know the rules. Silent Hill monsters, kick them when they're down. Let's try that again. It's a monster. I killed it. Oh, well, I'm so sorry that I buttoned through whatever previous text that was. I feel really bad now. Although, neat little touch. Where is it? Oh, it's down here. Weapons. Weapons tab. The gun is empty. Because we just emptied it in the cutscene. Isn't that great? And, do I get it from over here? It's not that I hate clothes, but this isn't the time or the place. Can I zoom in on you? I don't think I can. No, I can't. Anyway, so this corpse right here, this is also Angela from Silent Hill 2. They just reused that model and splattered her with blood and put her down there. Now she's that. This woman cannot catch a break. Criddle has redeemed a compliment. And that is... Have I complimented your dimples recently? Because look at them, they're cute. I feel like I may have done that already. And if I have done, I may have to find something else. Anyway, yeah, don't mind me. We're just sneaking around the employees only area. That's fine. Oh, yeah, here it is. This is also Angela from Silent Hill 2. Check it out. It's just a Silent Hill 2 poster. Just hanging out on the wall. Click, hello. Do come in. How are you today? Hope we're doing well. I hope I can find a map. Oh, here it is. Here's the map. This might sound particularly weird, but I'm incredibly nostalgic for a lot of these sound effects. Like the Look at this stellar animation. It's the way of the future. Oh, that's great. I don't know if that's a bug or not. I'm gonna say no, but that's great. Okay. This guy is our first enemy type. It is called the Numb Body. And it's called that because they have very pale skin, and they probably don't feel anything. And there's actually no symbolism in those monsters. They were not designed by Ito, the head monster designer and project lead, so someone else designed those. They're just a monster that's here. Did I just ruin a tutorial for something? I think I may have done. So yeah, this is the second enemy that we're going to fight today. This is the split head, I think it's called. And they are easily distracted by beef jerky. Lots of stuff, but none of it really looks like it'll be useful. But I'll take a packet of beef jerky, apparently. So yeah, that was the tutorial for that. If you throw some jerky on the ground, they'll prioritize that over you. And that's pretty cool, actually. That there are items you can use that will interact with the monsters in various ways. Also, don't mind me, I'm going to check every door, because I don't fully remember the layout of this place, or anywhere. It's like, oh, I can tell you what I need to do down here, but, like, I forgot that it was... that it was here, if you know what I mean. Something's fallen between the table and the floor. I think it might be a key. If my arms were a little longer, I might be able to reach it. There's a huge pile of cardboard boxes on the table, full of books. Way too much of a pain to move something that heavy. That's also something pretty cool about Heather, is that, like, sure, she could solve the puzzle. She just doesn't want to. What a weird doorknob. I bet I could take it off. And this is another New Game Plus weapon, which is over here. We have a lightsaber! It's pretty amazing. Also, mobile light source, very useful. Very useful indeed. Much like the unlimited submachine gun, we get marked down for using it, though, because it's not as OP, but it's pretty OP. I went back in the same door. That's fine. Don't worry. Have we checked all of the doors? Yes, we have. Let's keep going. I don't like that electrical grinding sound. You hear that? I think that means there's more monsters here and about. I'm relatively certain that some of these corridors repopulate after a while. Maybe I'm thinking of a harder difficulty setting. I don't know. Oh, I hear that, though. Do you hear that? I hear that. Let's ignore it. Chat. Chat, I'm gonna do the thing. Please remain in awed silence for the line. That was the line. It's bread. But I'm not really hungry, so I guess I don't need to worry about it. You do. Hi! These guys are called closers. As in, they close the path, and you can't get past them. And I'm not entirely sure what the symbolism is behind them. I don't like that there's another one creeping up on me. You can get rid of you and run away from that. To me, these guys are supposed to be like shoppers in a mall. Because they... possibly because they're always upselling? No, it's because they get in the way. They close off the path to you. And... to me, I think they're supposed to be like people in a mall, because you can't get past them, and they're big, and they're in the way, and their arms look like they're carrying around shopping bags. You show them. That's what those guys are to me. It's a weird detail that they include in the manual, like specifically in the manual, that Heather goes to, this mall, shopping in this mall, at least once a week. But also I think they're supposed to be like, shoppers in the mall because it relates to a line of dialogue that we find later, so, you know. People who've played the game know what the line of dialogue is, but I'm gonna run on the assumption that people watching this haven't played the game and don't know what it is, so I'm just gonna keep it quiet. Probably would have been easier to find something in that room to grab the key. I'm just saying. Oh, also this thing, we've seen this symbol before. But, see if you can remember where. See? Heather remembers it too. Anyway, these are our save files. And let's not do that. Not right now. Click is correct. Screw up selling. There you go. I knew this place would be populated. Yeah, look at this strafing. You can't handle these moves. Elana Ray linked to that one video of James from the second game who's like, anyway, and now I dance. Do 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 do. It was such a stupid video, and I love it. Empirical Woodland, you are correct. Upselling is the absolute worst. So basically every retail job I've had has... only one of them has had upselling, and it was like stuff that made sense. Like, oh hey, you're buying a toy. Would you like to buy the batteries that run that toy? You're buying a £1,000 TV. Would you like to buy insurance? And I guess that makes sense. But the bit that I really hate is upselling slash trying to sell customers on store cards, like rewards cards or in-store credit cards or whatever. I hate those. Actually, here's a question. I think I've missed a weapon. Let's go do that. Yeah, one of my jobs had that. It was like, hey, would you like to apply for the blank credit card? It's pretty terrible, but I've got to sell it to you. Anyway, we've got Spaceballs, the flamethrower. That is a new game plus weapon as well, including this advert. Crispy Toasted dead right to your door. It used to say Crispy Toasted Bread, but because it's new game plus, it's the flamethrower dead. To get the unlimited submachine gun, you complete the game with the majority of your kills being ranged weapons, and to get the lightsaber, you have to complete the game where the majority of your kills are from melee kills. Okay. We've opened the door to the bookshop, and we can go in. Okay, so the first thing we need to do in the bookshop is to come over here and pick up some Shakespeare anthologies. Wonderful. Next, we come over here, snag some bullets. Every book reader needs bullets. They make spectacular bookmarks, I find. Oh, it's locked. I sure hope this is going to be easy to work out. Where's that note? Let me read that note. Okay. In here is a tragedy. Art thou player or audience? Be as it may, the end doth remain. All go on only towards death. The first words at thy left hand, a false lunacy, a madly dancing man, hearing unhearable words, drawn to a beloved's grave, and there, mayhap, true madness at last. As did this one, playing at death, find true death at the last. Killing a nameless lover, she pierced a heart rent by sorrow. Doth lie invite truth? Doth verity but wear the mask of falsehood? Ah, thou pitiful, those miserable ones! Still amidst lies, though the end cometh not, wherefore yearn for death? Wilt thou attend to thy beloved? Truth and lies, life and death, a game of turning white to black, and black to white. Is not a silence brimming with love more precious than flattery? A peaceful slumber preferred to a throne besmirched with blood. One vengeful man spilled blood for two. Two youths shed tears for three. 3 witches disappeared thusly, and only the 4 keys remain. Ah, but verily, in here is a tragedy. Art thou player or audience? There is nothing which cannot become a puppet of fate, or an onlooker peering into the cage. What the hell was that? Well, I'll tell you. That was actually an answer key to this puzzle. And I mentioned the bird puzzle in Silent Hill 1 having a bad reputation. This is the hardest puzzle in the Silent Hill franchise. So, the first thing we need to do is open up our inventory over here and find where we have put the books. Just scroll through my wardrobe, don't mind me. So the first thing we need to do is examine the books. So Shakespeare Anthology 1. Hang on. Anthology 1 is Romeo and Juliet. Exciting note-taking action! 2 is King Lear. 3 is a play associated with Scotland. 4 is Hamlet. And 5 is Othello. Fun fact, examine is only ever required for this puzzle on this difficulty. You don't need it aside from that. Right, let's see if I can read that poem again, and let's go from the top and explain what it's talking about. In here is a tragedy. That refers to the books that we've just picked up. Each one has a Shakespeare play, each play is a tragedy, so in each of those is a tragedy. Art Thou Player or Audience is from the play As You Like It, which has the line, all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. And this tells us that we need to look at the specific content of the plays in the books that we have. In this one, it talks about the first words at thy left hand, so we're going from left to right, not right to left, like a Japanese player might expect. So, a false lunacy, a madly dancing man, hearing unhearable words, drawn to a beloved's grave, and there, mayhap, true madness at last. That is a rough overview of a portion of the play Hamlet. Prince Hamlet faked being mad before being tormented by the ghost of his father. Ultimately, his lover Ophelia is driven mad and dies. So, the first entry in this code, from the left, is Hamlet, which is book number 4. There we go. The second stanza is Romeo and Juliet. This one playing a death is Juliet, faking her death by taking the sleeping potion. And the nameless lover is Romeo. That's from the Rose by Any Other Name bit. So the second one is Romeo and Juliet, which is 1. This one, the third one, is a little bit tricky because it talks about the nature of truth and lies, which are themes that you find in Macbeth and Othello. So we need to read on, and that will help us to solve a bit more of this puzzle. Specifically, the last line of the 4th stanza, a game of turning white to black and black to white, which is how you play the board game Othello. So the third number is Macbeth, which is number 3, and then the 4th number is Othello, which is number 5. Now this one, the last stanza, is about King Lear. Not just because it's the only book that's left, but because it talks about silence and flattery. And that's essentially the story of King Lear. Cordelia loves her father very much, but never says so. Her sisters flatter King Lear with the intent of stealing his throne. So the last number is King Lear, which is book number 2. There we go. So our code is 41352. But the poem keeps going. One vengeful man spilled blood for 2. The vengeful man is Hamlet, avenging the death of his father. That's the plot of the play. Hamlet is anthology 4. Spilled blood for 2 means that we multiply that book by 2. So 4 becomes 8. So it's 81352. 2 youths shed tears for 3. That's Romeo and Juliet, which is book 1. Shed tears for 3 means we multiply that by 3. 83352. 3 witches disappeared thusly. 3 witches, they are characters in Macbeth, which is anthology 3. So book 3 gets removed. And thus the 4 keys remain. 8352. Dear God, I hope I have done my working out correctly. Am I... Okay. Amazing. Okay, seriously, how many of you would have ever worked that out? Because, hands up, I didn't. I had to look up the answer to that puzzle on hard mode the first time I played the game. And then somebody... Initially, I didn't know it. Um, the 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 guides that I looked up when I was younger was just like, oh yeah, you're gonna want to use 83. That's the code. Um, let's just put these guys back on the shelf in the right order. Except for number 4. I'm going to keep number 4 because there's a cool bug with the Shakespeare anthologies, and I'm going to show it off. Well, the Jaded Mute. Hands up. As I say, I've got the formulas for the puzzles that I'm reading my notes as I explain this to you. But like, if you don't have the solution to the puzzle or a loud English guy sitting here explaining it to you, that's the hardest puzzle in Silent Hill. Just all of it. I have seen a streamer sit there for like an hour. Just stand here like this for an hour going, it's books. I cannot grok any connection between the books and this stupid poem. What is happening?
Hey, wait. What's going on? Where is everybody? Those weird monsters?
But like then they solved it and they felt like a super genius.
Witness the beginning,
As well they should.
the rebirth of paradise, despoiled by mankind.
What are you talking about?
Don't you know? Your power is needed.
How should I know?
I am Claudia.
So what?
Remember me, and your true self as well. Also, that which you must become. The one who will lead us to paradise with blood-stained hands.
Claudio, right? Did you do all this?
It was the hand of God.
Oh, it's that music again. Signifying oncoming change. Don't like it.
Wait!
Although scenes like that one are why Heather is a pretty good protagonist at times. Where it's like, hey, let's talk about fate and destiny. And she's like, I don't care. I just want to go home.
You want me to remember?
I don't care. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm pretty sure I need to go into the lift next, but I could be quite wrong. It's been a minute. Oh no, oh no, oh no. They've added throat singing into the mix? Chances to win drastic go down. Gotta say though, I do kind of like these loading screens. Something that a lot of the Silent Hill games got right is really good minimalist loading screens. Like, weirdly, Silent Hill 4 has a good one, which is just like a shrouded figure slowly approaching in darkness. It's really good. A radio? What the hell is this doing falling down from the ceiling? Anyway, I guess that explains the static from just before. But all it's picking up is static. I wonder if it's broken. Radio? What's going on with that radio? This is also something I really like with the game, where it's like, hey, guess what? Impossible space! Also, there's monsters!
It's gotta be.
This is fine. This is fine. Just keep telling yourself it's fine until you believe it.
Not even a kid could believe in this. But when am I going to back up?
Oh yeah, I remember this bit. There's like... I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there's dogs in this hallway. Get rid of them. Oh, that's right. These guys are called double heads, because that's the next note that I have over here. Which so these guys have a really neat bit of AI, where if there is more than one of them, and they have enough space, they will try to circle around you to stop you from escaping. And that's pretty cool. What are you doing? What are you doing back there? You best not be returning to idle over there. I'm sorry, did you just reload in behind me? That's pretty goofy, game. Do I still have my Shakespeare book? Yes, I do. Alright. Okay. There's something else that I remember is here. There's one of these corners where it's supposed to be a dog howling, but it's like obviously just a guy making that sound. Yeah, that sound. And that plays every time you come around this corner. And there's no cooldown or anything. And I feel like maybe they should have picked that up in like testing or something. I don't know. Okay. We're good for now. Isn't there? What's that? Give me that. Tell me there's nothing useful on the shelf. There's friggin' health drinks. And an ampoule? That's like a mega elixir. You want those. Well, I sure hope it isn't Chris's blood. That's not the thing I wanted to look at. There, that one. It's like a magic circle I remember reading about in a book on black magic. Does it seem so familiar because I read about it in that book? No, that's not it. It's not the book, it's from the altar. Altar? What am I thinking? So this is something pretty interesting to me, in that you don't actually have to do anything particularly like ritualistic or grandiose for this circle to work. You just have to draw the summoning circle or whatever it is, and it will work. I like that. The idea that like magic is just a science and therefore it can be refined and whittled down. There's a bit about that in one of the Discworld books. Like the ritual to summon death. Where it used to be this big thing with like candles and robes. We don't have a lost command yet, although I will say I believe my title includes sometimes interpreter of maps. Aim at the monster, please. All right, this does not look good. Do you know what else we've got? We've got an unlimited submachine gun. I also like how you do this. You still have to kick them when they're down, because they can get up from that. There you go. Don't mind me. This is fine. So, if I... Actually, that's the point. Do I have a torch? I got a lot of tank tops. But no torch. Okay. Well, that's grand. See, this is why, chat, is why I boosted the brightness on OBS and I'm not looking at my TV. Because I can't see nothing. I thought there was a door there. Apparently there is not. Missed that. See, this is one of the fun things with having like approximate knowledge. Oh, here we go. This is where you get the light switch. Nope, this is where you get the light. That is the light switch. There you go. I think that's a really clever way of getting the torch to the player. Just turn the light off. Why is the light still on? Oh, it's over here. Now, I believe there's two things that we can do in here. The first one is a bit of that. That's not nice. And it's full of filthy, muddy water. Looks like something's stopping it up. Will you remove the blockage? Yes, I will.
Oh, forget it. This is way too gross. Who would even think of doing something so disgusting?
You can only do that if you have a completed Silent Hill 2 save on your memory card. Because that is in reference to Silent Hill 2. Where James finds a blockage in a toilet and just immediately reaches in to pull it out. And it's a puzzle that you can solve. And it gets you a stack of ammo, I believe? And it also kind of becomes a joke, like a running joke in the series that, like, stuff is in toilets. Why would you ever reach into them? They do the same joke in Silent Hill 4, I believe. Henry notes that there is something in his toilet, but he's too afraid to reach in and pull it out. Why? What are you looking at? Which one of you is alive? Neither of you. Okay, good. Better not be. If that puzzle is in air quotes, I is referring to the word that I think it is. The word puzzle. Then yeah, actually, it's an optional puzzle in Silent Hill 2, because it gives you a. Wait, really? Is that here? Forgot that was there. Then where do I get that other thing? Oh, there. This obvious item. Look at it. You know, like when you're watching cartoons and you can tell which bit of the walls are gonna move? Anyway, we got a hanger. We need that. That's a hell of a locked door right there. Okay. It's... Oh, I don't need to kill you. It's fine. It's actually fine. Wait, is... Well, okay. Shoving your hand into the toilet is not actually the puzzle. The puzzle is what you do with the code when you get it. I believe that's one of the ones that changes based on the riddle difficulty. Or it might just be the case where it's like, here are your 4 numbers. There is a safe. Congratulations, James, you friggin' weirdo. And again. I know what I need to do with that hanger. I just don't remember where. Oh, well, it's right here. What do you know? I always have this trouble. How do I... There we go. A ladder is hanging halfway down from the ceiling. Even if I stand on the table and stretch my hands out, I can't reach it. If only I had something long to snag it. And now that I know that there is a puzzle to solve, I can solve the puzzle. Don't just run at it and throw a hanger at the ceiling. That'd be kind of weird. Well, see, there's the thing. You mentioned, oh, don't judge James on what he likes. I don't think he likes it. He's just this weird non-entity character. It's one of the reasons why Silent Hill 2 is so good, is he's just... Sure, I guess. Not like I have anything else to live for. I mean, do. But we'll get to that when we get to Silent Hill 2. And I get to yell about it over and over again, because I love that game. It is amazing. You hear some just gurneys in a corridor. Ooh, now, is this one of the bits of cut dialogue? I don't think it is. Let's find out. No, it's not. Alright. Did anybody else see that? Wonder what that was about. That was embarrassing. Got caught with no ammo. You'd think, given that I enjoy Overwatch and like team shooters as much as I do, that I'd know the importance of reloading before getting into a team fight, but I do it in that game too. Launch your ultimate, then reload, and then go, ah, crackles, now my ultimate's wasted. Probably should have thought about that. I wish there was a reload button. There might be a reload button. If there is, I don't know what it is. I just go to the menu. Is that a thing? That's not a thing, is it? No. Okay. I thought I did that, and I was like, "Hey, what's that white thing on the shelf?" It's a bit of wall texture on the wall. So don't go in there. I will take the compliment that I am amazing. I don't like the sounds of this. No, sir. Can I just leave? I don't think I can. I think I've got to, like, go through the monsters. But hey, what do you know? This game's real good at creating a claustrophobic atmosphere. Especially when the monsters are so big that they can't, like, fit on the screen properly. Yeah, there you go. Right. Creating what? Can I recreate that sound? Honestly, if you were to just, like, loom over my sound screen or burst through a wall or a door like that, then I would probably make a sound akin to that one. I got a walnut. I remind you, Heather has been in, like, a storeroom full of, like, supplies and health and ammo, and she's been like, nah, none of this is useful, but a walnut, let me tell you, chat. Also, like, can I get that dialogue again? There you go. There was a nice silver ring in here the last time I came. Bummer that it's gone, huh? I like that implication, because, like, there's no one here to pay for it. She can't buy it. So I think she'd just take it. And it's a pretty cool bit of background storytelling. Heather's down for just stealing stuff that she likes. Since when is oh well? Since when does that have a comma in it? It doesn't. I'm gonna fuss at the grammar in this game so hard. Be honest with you, walnuts are brain food because they look like brains. That's what they look like to me when you open them up and they're little wrinkly things. Right. If you're playing this game on hard mode, this is probably the first point you're gonna die. Because if you run down here, the escalator's out, and I will stop myself when I get to the end. On hard mode, you don't. You will just run down there and just yeet into the void, and you die. Sure hope you saved. Oh, whale! I hear you. You're there. You're lurking. I appreciate that. Don't mind me. Just gonna slip through this door. They're also high in brain-positive oils and fats, I'm told. Well, there you go. Not much of a nut person. I like Nutella, but that's probably because it's full of sugar. I like the sugar rather than the hazelnuts. Anyway, here's this delightful thing. Who the hell would make something like this? Furthermore, who the hell would eat it? We got a key. Also, you did forget to spread the glitter, but thank you. We've done it. What are you looking at? Seriously. Oh, first aid kit. That one is something that's on the shelf. So this is something they introduced in Silent Hill 2. And it is an absolute godsend. And basically every other Silent Hill game has carried on that tradition in that, like, you look at Heather's looking at this door because you can interact with it. And as you are wandering around the world, you will find, you know, health and ammo, and Heather will look at it. So that... Oh, that's my controller. I'm nearly dead. I should heal. Hi. There you go. There we go. Alright. Oh, get glitched on the corner, just like Nemesis would have done. I am nearly dead again. My goodness. Since I've already used the unlimited submachine gun, I have no qualms with just using it some more. So I might just. Now I want to say there's something in here. Fairly sure there's something in here. Evidently no, there isn't. Which room am I in, by the way? So here's my dumb bit of trivia for you about this game. Heather is the only protagonist in a Silent Hill game who does not enter the bathroom of the opposite sex. At no point does she go into a men's room. But in every other Silent Hill game, the men are required to enter the ladies' room for some reason. I mean, I say for some reason. I mean, like, there's a puzzle item in there. Not like, oh, for some reason. Piling up the 300th day and night from beyond the door, cries of pain are heard. And the final destination has become real, though not a blessed beginning. Okay, that sure is a note. Map? Where is map? Are we absolutely sure there's nothing in that bathroom? Because I kind of feel like they wouldn't render a room just to have nothing in it. Unless this is a hard mode puzzle difficulty thing, and the thing I'm expecting to be in here has moved. That'd be pretty sneaky if they did that. Alright. Well, let's head back down and keep exploring. Let's break basic escalator etiquette. Remember, everybody, walk left, stand right. Anyone else do that? Or is that just me? I I feel like that's the rules and everyone should know that or follow them. Nope. That is that. So, like, I vaguely remember what the next step of the puzzle chain is. And it's not to go down here, because there's nothing down here. Oh, we go that way, because we have the key now. And then I believe that one takes us to the front of the burger store. And that's where we get the next weapon. I have, and I have said this before, approximate knowledge of many elements of the Silent Hill games. Yeah, there we go. Steel pipe. That's gonna be like one of your mainstay weapons for most of this game. There's nothing important here. What are you looking at? She's probably looking at the door, right? She's probably just looking at the door. It's fine. Wait, surely we're not done yet. No, we're not done yet, because there's still the moon puzzle door. And I've got, like, 3 puzzle items or whatever it is. Although one of them is the Shakespeare anthology, which I'm carrying for a very specific reason. Mostly just to say that I have additional puzzle items. I feel like I need to keep saving every time I find a... Oh, there's the thing. That's what I was thinking about. There you go. Detergent. Again, all the things we have seen that we have not picked up. We've got a nut. We've got a bottle of detergent. We've got some bleach. He's got a really wonky hit detection on that door. All the classics, right? Don't know what kind of switch it is, but it's on. And here's why. That's me reading ahead in the script a little bit, because I know what the answer to the puzzle is. So, we cannot get through this little hallway here, because it's full of wasps, or moths, or whatever the hell that is. I don't know. Bugs. But what we can do is if we go to this bin, and not that, okay, we combine the bleach and the detergent. Which I believe creates chlorine gas. Something that kills you. You don't want to breathe it in. Yeah, there you go, chlorine. The way we are supposed to solve that puzzle in essentially any other difficulty mode is, oh, that was it. That was what's supposed to be in the bathroom. There's a book in that bathroom, like a science textbook, and it says, literally never combine these two things if you have them. It will create a poisonous gas. So yeah, turn off the vent, create the poisonous gas, turn on the vent to get rid of it, and we can now safely enter this room. Oh, also, I never mentioned this. The other ways to solve the Shakespeare puzzle. On the other two difficulties, there are numbers drawn on the spines of the books, and you have to put them on the shelf in such a way that you can see the 4-digit code as is drawn on the books. Easy mode, I believe 2 of the books are already on the shelf. What is that muffled sound? I don't like that. And normal mode, you have to put all 5 books on the shelf. But it's the same puzzle in either instance. And then hard mode, you had that nonsense. And it was pretty cool. So you'll probably notice that we're getting a lot of ammunition for the handgun, and the reason for that is there's not... We've got a pretty good arsenal right now, but that's because I've got, I think, 3 additional weapons that I shouldn't have at this point in the game. They don't give you a level 3 firearm, or at least not any... Not one with any significant stopping power or ammunition for it. And the handgun is incredibly powerful comparatively to make up for that. So realistically, this will carry you through the entire game. If you're good and not wasting ammo, which you have seen that I do. I literally will not stop shooting most monsters. So, yeah. Be better at this than me, and you'll have a better time of it. Is that the door I just came in through? No, it's not. Let's go. That's something else I do a fair amount of in Silent Hill games. Now, we've heard that hideous scraping sound before. What could that be? Oh. It's a locked door and an angry dog. No, it's neither of those things. It's this guy. That floating thing. It's called a pendulum. So called because it kind of bobs back and forth as it moves around. And I'm going to ignore it because I hate him. And I'm going to go in here. Which I believe... Yeah. We found this questionable looking tool. I just noticed that. Is that a regional spelling of Vice? American viewers, is that how you guys spell it? I thought it was V-I-C-E. And that's why What's It from King of Fighters is called that. The best character who isn't Shermie. Anyway, this is the only way that we can crack this walnut, and inside, a jewel. We got a moonstone. Oh, that's why it's called that! Local man figures out puzzle 20 years later. More than 11. Right, we had this in one of my gaming group chats yesterday. What on earth is going on with that? Where is the moon door? It is across from me this way. Let's go. One of my gaming group chats yesterday, my friend just randomly yells out, "Is it called War Turtle because it's like water turtle?" It has been this many years and I've only just worked that out. I'm like, oh, well, there you go. Said to him, you're gonna lose your mind when you learn what a Volt Orb is. Anyway, this bit kind of cracks me up because, like, why is there one of these guys behind the counter? It's like he's working there. Anyway, can I come past, please? Thank you. I mean, I would also call that a vice, but I'm used to the spelling V-I-C-E, because that's... Okay. Well, I mean, yes, monsters are allowed to have jobs. It just cracks me up. They're like, hello, welcome to Monster Burger. Can I take your order? Would you like to supersize it? Tell you what else I didn't do. There's something kind of goofy that I'm going to show off at some point before we end today's stream. I have just decided this. Excuse me, please. See, this is why it's called a moonstone. Because there's a moon on the door. And that's how you know what that is. I thought it was just like, hey, for Islamic reference for some reason. It doesn't tie into anything else plot-wise. It's just the moon. Either way, we're on the top level, and this bit, this kind of thing is really subtly scary to me. Balconies with no actual barriers to them. Don't know why. I mean, I kind of know why. It's a French thing? L'appel du vide? Feel free to correct me on that pronunciation, Empirical Woodland, or just point and laugh. Basically, the appeal of the void. The idea that very often when you're on a tall building or something, you just feel the urge to throw yourself off it. And I get a lot of that with balconies with no guardrails. I went to my store when they were like first building it, and I went up on the second floor, like on the mezzanine, before they had put the rails in. Same sort of deal. Pretty scary. And that's just like a second story at a sensible height, you know? Anyway, I wonder what could possibly be down here. Feels very end of dungeon-y. I mean, I know that's what it is and that's what it means. I just mean, like, hey, you've heard me try to pronounce French, right? I'm not super great at it. So, something that Silent Hill does, like as a general theme, is the idea that everything runs in cycles. particularly the first game, where it's implied that Harry never leaves Silent Hill. He will constantly just wake up in the diner over and over again. But this is another instance of that, where the first boss we fought in Silent Hill 1 was like this bizarre reptile thing, and you could only kill it when its mouth was open or its head split open. And that's how this works. You can only hurt this guy, it's called the split worm, when its head is open. Also, it's a giant purple fleshy worm forcing its way down a tunnel, which I feel like that could be symbolic of something, but I don't know, man. It's been a while. You probably have to tell me. Actually, something pretty cool that you can do with this. Hang on. Did I? No, I didn't mean like that. There you go. Right. Equip my submachine gun. Right. Where are you? Get ready. This looks really stupid. Go! Ah. Basically, if you use the submachine gun, it basically just 2 frames back and forth, and it looks really, really stupid. There is no motion tweening. It's just... It's dumb. It's great. Yeah, man, symbolism in Silent Hill games, it has been known. Anyway, we're back in the mall now. Check it out. The sun's come out.
It's the shopping mall just like before. Am I back?
Let's, not rely too heavily on that one, because, I don't know. It feels a little bit cheap sometimes. I say that now. Let's see if I stick to that when I get, like, towards the end of the game, and it's like, I don't even know. But, yeah, no, Silent Hill is, has always been really big on symbolism in its enemy design and level design. And that's one of the reasons why I liked it over Resident Evil. At least, like, way back. I haven't really played many of the Resident Evil games. Never stuck with me, because I went, ooh, Silent Hill. Ooh, Silent Hill 2. The absolute pinnacle of its genre. I'm going to marry you.
What just happened?
I said I'd wait here, and I did.
You must be one of them.
What did I do? And what do you mean by one of them?
You're in on this with that Claudia, aren't you?
Claudia? What about her? She asked me to find you, that's all.
So you are one of them.
Claudia did all that? Look, I was just hired to find you. I'm not on anybody's side. I don't know anything about this.
That was a real PS2 hand wave, you see that?
Start by telling me what happened here. And that monster. What the hell was that?
I don't know any more than you do. All I know is that things are getting really screwy around here, and I got a weird feeling it's got something to do with me. Maybe you're just an innocent bystander, but I can't feel sorry for you because you dragged me into this. You know, if you hadn't found me...
What are you talking about? What's so special about you anyway?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be so confused, would I? But I know there's something. Something I've been running from and forgot for a long time. How did I remember that? subway home.
What should I do?
Hell if I know.
She's great, right? That was great. Because I kind of feel like she's written like a teenage girl. And like, well, I don't know. So fun thing, the music that played in that scene is called Walk on Vanity Ruins. And on the soundtrack, the actress who plays Claudia recites the poem in Here Is a Tragedy. She says that over the top of it. And it doesn't make any more sense in there than it does here. Hey everybody, check it out, it's Minmo! It's the boy! Anyway. I don't really have anything else to add to that other than just it's Minmo. And Comic Sans, it looks like. Truly the scariest thing in this game. Look forward to about a third of the way through Silent Hill Shattered Memories when I do that joke again, because that game also uses Comic Sans. But it's like a lot more blatant about it. Can we appreciate the Foley work on that? That is a solid sounding lock. Nothing's getting through that. Anyway. Yeah, the weird things you pick up on. I say that, I am feeling really nostalgic for a lot of like the menu sounds. Particularly like the confirm sound, that has been in, I believe, most Silent Hill games beyond 2, because that's the one that sort of standardized the menu sounds, the little pips and the beeps and the boops and all of that. And yeah. Jaded Mew, I am right there with you. Yes, Kingdom Hearts menu sounds. That's another good one. I can't really follow you as much because I've only played the first one, but I know that the menu sounds in the first one are absolutely great. Can I come in here? Is that the thing I'm looking for? Yes, it is. Alright. You see these two little rectangles just above the door, roughly in center frame right about now? That's the first enemy encounter from Silent Hill 2. They've just straight up taken screen caps and used it as set dressing. I've explored these games a lot, okay? I know a bunch of junk. There's a newspaper left on top of the ticket machine. Fatal accident at Hazel Street. At about 11 p.m. on the 4th, a man waiting on the platform at Hazel Street Station fell onto the tracks and was decapitated by the arriving St. Renata College-bound train. The victim died instantly. While police have not yet determined whether the death was an accident or suicide, witness reports say that the victim did not look inebriated and seemed to jump off the platform deliberately. The victim's identity is still unknown. He was approximately 40 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall, and wearing a black jacket. This newspaper is 4 months old. What's it doing here now? That is a setup to probably one of the low points of this game. I gotta be honest. But, that's something we'll discuss in like 5 minutes when I find it, okay? Okay. Is there a map of the station? There's a map of the station somewhere. But, I'm lost and also kind of stupid because, we literally just found the turnstiles. So, let's go through the turnstiles. I got too busy yelling about Silent Hill 2 again to really do anything about it. And there's the map. Thank goodness this is not Shinjuku Station, because that has like 96 different exits. Because that... Okay. Shinjuku train station Japan is like... Hi? It's like 5 or 6 different train stations built on top of one of another. And it's like the Winchester Mystery House, where they just keep building it, and they never stop building it. And if you go in, you never come out. Shinjuku's train station is a mess. And it's really weird, because most other train stations in Japan, or in the world that I have been to, you get off the train, you go up or down the stairs, depending on what level you're on, and then you go down the corridor and you're out, right? That's how train stations work. Not that one. That one just... non-Euclidean nightmare is what that one is. Don't you go all coy on me and stop making sounds, monster. I heard you. I want to save my game. Looking at it makes my head hurt. But at the same time, it's, like, so familiar. I know I've forgotten something really important. But I also have the feeling that I'd be better off not remembering it. There we go. Kind of like the other games, you are graded on how often you save and how many times you save. I'm already gonna lose marks because I've used one of the special weapons, so I don't particularly care. I mean, I'm also streaming. So, oh, hang on. Weirdly, that was a plot point. Anyways, I'm gonna lose marks because I've used the special weapons, so I'm not overly concerned with, like, getting a perfect 10-star rank. It's just something worth mentioning, you know? There's a very particular note around here. And I don't remember where it is. And I'm not going to read it when I find it, even though I've only just saved. But basically, it's just a note that gives you game over. And I'm not about that. So we're not going to do that. Is that dog? It's 2 dogs. Aim at them and strafe, please, Heather. Thank you. You're doing a good job. Oh, there's a dog on the track as well. That's unsettling. Can I attack it? Probably don't need to, right? I don't think it can get up here. It's fine down there. This is just needless, I'll be honest. I just don't like this weird ambient twirling sound. There you go. Right. That's locked. Oh, actually, do you know what? I've just realized this. I have this option, and I saw it, and personally, I've never turned it on, but like I do have it. So, back into the options, please. There we go. So this is one of the special options. I forget when you unlock it, but there's a life meter, which I suspect is just a debug thing, because look at it. That is almost the definition of cobbled together. But yeah, that's a pretty neat little thing. And the green one is the stamina. So if you run, it drains, and then you have to like pause and catch your breath. That's pretty cool. I don't believe the yellow line like changes color as it gets higher or lower, but like it certainly is a feature that you can unlock if you want to completely take yourself out of the game. The previous game had the option for a minimap. And you can re-enable it with like button push codes, but kind of takes more work than it is actually worth doing, you know? Can we zoom in on that? Nope. Okay, I was gonna zoom in on some of these posters and be like, these look remarkably good for like a PS2 game? And this lighting going around the pillars, look at that. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna turn that off because I'm just staring at it. And like you know when you have a minimap in something, like you're playing an open world game or some racing game or other. I am an absolute pain for just focusing on the minimap. The little, not even 10% in the corner of the screen. I'm just gonna stare at that so I know where I'm going, as opposed to navigating sensibly, like you are supposed to. Perhaps following a giant floating arrow, if such thing exists in your game. Which, for the longest time, fun fact as well, Sega used to own the copyright on that. A giant floating arrow that points to your objective. And it kind of ruins everything. Right, this book, right here. If you read this book, it says that there's a ghost living on whatever this one is, platform 4. And what that ghost likes to do is it likes to push people off the platform. Particularly innocent protagonists named Heather. So don't you read that book and walk along this platform or you will die. Or were you gonna do it anyway? Game, you jerk! No! Get up, get up, get up, get up! Anyway, if you if you read the book, that happens like, and it's way harder to get back up onto the track, off the tracks, I should say, and you probably just die. I wonder if that's because I am on hard puzzle difficulty. I don't think it is. That one doesn't count as a puzzle. It's barely a puzzle. Have I just gone back the way that I came? I do believe I have. No, I haven't. Cool. Yes, I have. That's still the same book. Well, let's read it, how about? Now that I'm safe, I guess. I read this a long time ago. It's a nothing little occult magazine. Seems like a bunch of crap to me. Not so bad if you just read it for fun, though. The souls of those who died suddenly by suicide or accident don't realize they're dead. Sometimes they stay put and haunt that particular place. These spirits have lost their human senses and memories, and can only keep replaying the pain and sadness of the moment they died. The pain can get so bad that they turn to humans for salvation, or they begrudge humans their lives. At such times, they can possess humans. Places known as famous suicide spots or high accident areas are often to blame, like the Sky Bridge. You should be careful when approaching such locations, especially on the day or at the time the death occurred. That is, if you don't want it to happen to you too. Anyway, if you read that's when the guy throws you off the platform, and you have to, like, scramble to get back up, and I am rarely able to do that. So, there you go. A lot of firsts on this stream. It's a little frustrating, because, like, I know where I need to go and what I need to do, roughly. I just forget where it all is in terms of level geometry. Because I'm pretty sure what we have to do is go down to the basement. And then, thank you, Mr. Lion. That's fine. That's the way I just came up. And there we go. Yeah. We have to go down to the basement. And there is a key down there. Inside an asset taken from Silent Hill 2. And we use that to unlock a door. And that's how we make our escape. But also, everywhere is locked. Silent Hill 3 is probably the most everything is rusty and the doors are locked of all the series. Weirdly more so than the first game, which invented it. Well. No, that's not going to be there, because Central Square is like where I came in. So let's go back down and keep exploring. Something that doesn't help, at least this particular area, 'cause I never like this area. Partially because everything looks the same and I always get lost. Partially because I never remember how to do it. Mostly because it's incredibly quiet. And I know that's one of the design philosophies of the game. In one of the making of DVDs, they talk about how silence can be used as a sound, and done right, silence can be incredibly oppressive, and that can be just as scary as shrieking music or howling monsters. But like, this, I feel there's just nothing going on. You've got me talking. That's pretty cool. But like, even if there were just something, you know, like John Carpenter style, just dung every so often, that'd be cool. But no, actually, we just, hey, look at the map. Here's nothing on the map. I'm gonna go back the way I came, because there were platforms there that I hadn't gone to, and I suspect that's gonna take me to the basement. And have I just changed the map twice? Yes, I did. Goldfish Teeth, hello. Yes, Benny Hill soundtrack would give a lot of... there is a scene from Clock Tower 3. I'm sorry to make y'all think of Clock Tower 3. There's a scene in that game, which is just two characters literally flailing around a bedroom. And somebody dubbed over the Benny Hill theme tune to that scene, and it works remarkably well. How's it going, Goldfish Teeth? Are you feeling any better? I know you were kind of under the weather a couple days ago, and like, I do not like when my friends are feeling scummy. Please feel better and not sick. I'll tell you something else that doesn't help, right? The character in question in Clock Tower 3, his name's Dennis, and that is not... That's not a horror character name. Dennis, I'm sorry. I'm not. It just isn't a horror protagonist's name. And he... Hi! Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just shoot you out of the air? Good times. Lady Luna Phoenix, hello also. Right. I appreciate the congruence of Lady Luna Phoenix and Empirical Woodland both talking about Dennis the Menace. Because, there's two separate characters called Dennis the Menace. One English and one American. And, like, I imagine you're each thinking of a different character, but making the same joke. And I love that we're able to do that. Aha! Hey, no, where were you? Where were you when I had that walnut? I had to go to like a creepy sporting goods store with like a blood-stained desk or what have you. Ugh, not keen. So yes, typically Americans will think of the blonde-haired, freckly kid with the overalls, and he lives next to Mr. Wilson, and he's a pain. But an English person, or Empirical Woodland is not English, but you know what I mean. People in like this area of the woods are likely to think of guy with like spiky black hair and a red and black, there you go, red and black jersey and a dog called Nasher. One of the front page characters of the Beano. Ooh, health drinks and bullets. Yes, he has a little sister called B. you see that trolley over there? That trolley's from Silent Hill 2. You get a gun in that trolley. Did you see those feet under that newspaper? No, you don't. That'd be creepy. See, Heather doesn't. She's just not going to acknowledge that at all. Off we go. Why am I going down? That's not down. I need to go up. That's the opposite of that. My grandma used to get me the Beano every week. And then at one point we had to point out, like, I think I was about 14, and me and Mom had to point out that, like, maybe I appreciate that you're doing this and you're still doing this, but, like, maybe we stop getting me the Beano, because it's more just like a thing that you do at this point and not something I'm looking forward to. Next thing we have to do is find the lock where we use that nutcracker we just found. Katie, hello. How are you? Oh, here it is. It's like right here. Chains holding the doors together are secured with a bolt and a nut. The nut is screwed on tight. I can't turn it with my hands. Well, do you know what we can do? We can we can crack nut. Also, this scene, this whole subway scene is like very similar to the movie Jacob's Ladder, wherein the character, much like Heather, is trying to get to Bergen Street, and the platform 2 gate is locked and bolted. There is no nutcracker thing in that movie, though. Right. Do you want to see something cool that a lot of people miss? I believe it's in this version of the game. Hey, what's up? If you go down the stairs and then come back up again, this guy spawns. Oh, and he brought a friend. Alright. Good to know. You're going to want to kill those guys if you're going for a particular ending, but I'm not. So let's keep going. Shotgun shells? Why would I have those? I don't have a shotgun. Oh, wait. Also, I like the idea that Heather just assumes this is for her. Like, is it a birthday present? Well, nobody would buy me anything like this. Maybe it's not for you, ma'am. Katie, I'm doing alright. I worked today. Pretty long shift. Essentially, I got home and it is currently 8:10 for me. But yeah, essentially I got home, had to, like, very quickly grab some food, and pretty much immediately start streaming. I mean, I didn't have to do that. I just chose to. Get up! So these guys, these are a recurring enemy type. They are called Insane Cancer. And for plot reasons... Are you done? You're not done. You're not done. Alright, now you're done. They represent, as you could probably guess from the name as well, Insane Cancer. They represent, like, some sort of cluster of cells growing out of control. I don't know why. And their thing is, if you knock them down, they start regenning health. So when you knock them down, it's like DPS check, and keep doing damage, and only when they start like deflating like that, that is when you've beaten them. It's just a fire door. It doesn't lead anywhere. Question. This one's going to go to my American viewers. What do fire doors do in America if they don't lead anywhere? Because, like, if you take a fire door in England, it essentially takes you to a corridor that takes you outside. And that's the only place you can go if you take a fire door. Just out. So Heather's talking about this fire door doesn't go anywhere. Surely you take that. Oh, they take you to fire. Makes sense, makes sense. Yeah, so like an emergency escape. It's essentially the same thing as in England then. Bizarre reason. Why wouldn't she take that? No, Bergen Street. Here you go. This is a bit of the game, if it is the bit I am thinking of, that I absolutely hate. Is it? I think it is. It is. Okay. So, you see that red door? Let's just play on the tracks, try to open that door. No, 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 no. Up. Get up, get up, get up! Game, please. Okay, that is the scariest part of this game. Because if you don't, again, much like the ghosts throwing you onto the tracks, if you don't do that right, that's just the game over. Hope you saved. But also, as an added little thing, you can't actually get on the train yet. And I don't believe this lets you go through. Oh, it does! Okay, cool. I always remember having to go up the stairs and back down again. Lady Luna Phoenix, you are correct. I need to save my game. I need to find a save point that will allow me to do this. I want to say that there is one in or around the train? Oh no, this is why I have to go up and down. That's right. See, this is something that I really like about streaming these games that I have not played for a while, is that, like, I very much... Oh, Criddle has redeemed nothing. There we go. Please enjoy nothing. I'm amazed you want more nothing after the, what, hour we've spent in this subway station? Because that'll do it. Come on! Come on! Get on train! There we go. Oh, and iGamer Katie has redeemed a deluxe nothing. Heather, you literally wanted to get on that train. What are you talking about? Oh, but Goldfish Teeth coming through with, like, the physical edition nothing. Look at that. Ooh, hey. What were we literally just saying? Let's save. Ow! I buttoned through it. I'm so sorry. Bad at buttoning through text. But, hey, look at that. Empirical Woodland has redeemed Show and Tell, and I've just completed a save of this game. So, let's go do that. Let's pause my game, and, go do Show and Tell. Oh, and look at that. I remembered to turn it off. Excellent. Katie says she's currently on her lunch break at work. Well, you come for a good time. Let's take a look at this guy. It is Show and Tell today is my couch. I own one. There you go. No, this is... I normally place my Show and Tell items on a scarf that I have, but this guy is huge. Look at it. It's like the size of my upper body. This is Pig Cube, who probably has a name, but I don't know what it is. I won this in Japan. It cost me 100 yen, or about $1. And as you can see, it's huge. So we were visiting friends in somewhere. I want to say it was in and around Osaka. And one of the arcades that we went to was having an end-of-season raffle. They set up this frame with a lot of strings coming out of it, and every string was attached to a prize. And for 100 yen, you get what that prize is. And maybe it's like a couple of free tokens for the arcade machines. Maybe it's a figure. Maybe it's this colossal cuddly toy pig. And of course I won. The most difficult to carry around on the rest of my trip one. What else did the guys win? One of my friends won a pencil case that looked like a Subway sandwich. One of my friends won a drink bottle. But yes, I won this enormous pig. I considered... I didn't actually have any bananas for scale in my flat right now, but I did consider it. But it's pretty big. Is the answer to that question, Katie. Empirical Woodland says, not to mention it's a pain to get home again. I had to get 2 of these home, because I won one of a similar size that was your guy from Toy Story, Ham. The piggy bank from Toy Story, I won a toy of a similar size of that character. And I put in the group chat from like my friends and family and all that. Hey, does anybody want this giant stuffed toy pig? Because I will leave it here because it was cheap. And one of my friends is like, my however old that child was, I think she was 3 at the time. She's like, she loves Toy Story, she will love that. Get it in. How did I get it home? Well, I will tell you. I took 2 suitcases. I packed one suitcase inside the other suitcase, and when it was time to come home, I just Tetrised all of my souvenirs and arcade prizes and just everything into these 2. They were still rammed full. I bought so much stuff. And then I just paid the extra whatever it was, $50 surcharge to bring a second suitcase home, because that's fine. I will happily load all of that stuff and pay that extra bit of money just to get all my stuff home, because you've seen some of the stuff I've shown off in show and tell, and a lot of it is and will be in the future, hey, this is a thing I got from Japan, right? I did a lot of that. I'm quite happy with my haul that I brought home. How many bananas across is one of the questions. I would estimate 2.5 to 3, and then 3.5 to 4 deep. It's seriously, this thing's massive, and it's really soft, and it's really squishy, and you know what? For $1, you can't complain, can you? And that is my show and tell for today. A massive cuddly toy pig that I won in an arcade attraction, which my dad calls Bunty Pulls the String. I've literally never heard of this fairground game being called that, but that's apparently what it's called. I've been doing this so long, my music's fading out. My goodness. Alright, let's go back to the game. There we go. Hi. We're playing Silent Hill 3 today. So, something that is particularly cool about this section, I'm not going to deal with you. If you go back through the train, the train just doesn't exist anymore. And if you do anything other than turn around and go back through the door, you fall off and die. So don't do that. It's no, don't look at newspapers. Stomp on the guys. There's a newspaper on the floor. It's nothing but garbage. There's probably a joke about the Murdoch papers there. You can fill in the blanks your own self. Back to school work for Criddle. Thank you very much. I am proud of you for sticking with your work. I know that your head is full of bees lately, and like, I mean, just doing schoolwork is tough when you're not like that, but when you are like that, I don't like it. I'm exactly with you, by the way. Oh, hi! This guy's huge. And he brought a little friend. Get him, Heather, it's fine. Do a Mozambique. Yeah. Can you do a Mozambique shooting drill on those guys? They are most... You probably could. There's a body and a head. I don't know where I learned about the Mozambique shooting drill, but it's, Was that shotgun shells? I think that was shotgun shells. And a first aid kit. Nice. But yeah, it's essentially designed for stopping power. And, it's a thing I know. Don't know how. Right. Let's keep on going. For some reason I thought that said 4 shells, not 6. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Alright. You coming up? There you go. There's one of these guys that can talk. Oh, I think I can show that off, actually, because I've got all the parts to do it. Okay. Hold on to that thought, chat. We may see it yet. Not for a while, but there's one of those monsters that can talk. I feel like this section works without music. Like, because you've got the ambient clattering of the train going along, it works. As opposed to just the dead silence of the subway station. Anyway, I guess we're home. Mind the gap. And I'm pretty sure... the next area is just a door. And then we move on. And then... through we go. Into another area that was always particularly kind of confusing to me. Why are the walls of this tight corridor bleeding? I sure hope this doesn't represent sudden, unwanted, and irreversible change, because that'd be way too symbolic. Period. Also, bonus points, if you're on hard mode, your health is, like, constantly depleting in this room, so, like, maybe get out of it and don't sit there making stupid jokes. Yeah, no, Luna Phoenix, I'm being deadly serious. That is exactly what that is supposed to represent. There's a fair amount of symbolism in this game relating to that kind of thing, and, yeah. Jerk. Oh, I don't. Okay. No, I know why the room changes. This is not my first time through like a Silent Hill game. I just do like to play up goofy things like that for comedic effect, because that one's a little on the nose. The stuff all over, but definitely nothing worth bringing along. There's a lot of bizarre things in this place that Heather will bring along, and she doesn't necessarily need to. But, like, Oh, it stopped. Everything's fine. Cool. Thank goodness that will never happen again. I don't have a map, so I don't know what I'm doing. I want to say you get the map, like, halfway through this place. But realistically, it is just a big straight line. It just takes a couple of detours. And, like, this is one of the problems with, particularly Silent Hill Homecoming, where a lot of the maps, you look at the maps, and it's like this big, elaborate Like the hotel is one of the worst examples. You look at the hotel map, and just looking at it, you can tell that the map doesn't matter. You're just going to follow a straight line. Sometimes it'll bank left, sometimes it'll bank right, but you're just following a straight line. As opposed to essentially every other Silent Hill game, within reason, where you're all over the place. You're exploring, and you're going to move in a grid, because that's how they search for people. Move in a grid. Aha, there it is. I was completely wrong. You get the map fairly early on, it looks like. Also, can we take a moment? I really appreciate that this looks like a technical drawing, as opposed to... Can I go look at the other maps? I can't look at the other maps. As opposed to the other ones, which are like a train station map that you might see on the wall. Or a mall pamphlet that tells you where all the shops are. I appreciate that the access tunnels are like a technical drawing. That's pretty cool. I feel like that guy should go down really easily, because look, it's got a giant eye. And eyes are like video game boss weak points. You just hit him. Someone has instructed that I hydrate. Hang on. I'm going to pause the game, because you hear that thing creeping up on me? I know I do. There we go. Thank you for the hydrate instructions. Because you forget sometimes. Okay, back to it. Katie, enjoy work. I will probably catch up on the Discord soon. And stream, if and when I get the chance for that. I feel like that previous room, that's very Silent Hill 3 music. Wine in a place like this? Well, I suppose it is dark and dry. Only one of the bottles is empty. So, we're not going to take a toolkit. We will take a wine bottle. Hi! I need to bother with you guys. I don't think. Maybe I do. I didn't even need to shoot that one. That guy's running away. Well, guess what? It's coming right for me. Down you go. Alright, where am I going? Through this big garage door, I think. Oh, I hear a pendulum like screeching in the distance. Yep. That's definitely what that horrible sound is. Nope, nope. No, aim at it. This game, man, has like no survival instincts. Neither do I, because there's a block button, and I'm not using it. And I should. I've never been any good at blocking and parrying in this game, but you can. Right. That's gonna be... Oh, it's not. Okay. I thought that was the door that took me back to the previous corridor, where it's like... where you find the toolkit and stuff. So where am I now? I don't think there's anything important in this little area. But I genuinely am not going to be able to sleep tonight if I don't go and check what is in that other door. Like, I'll be lying in bed and thinking, oh, there was probably a health kit. It was probably like a really important piece of lore that I could have talked about, and I didn't, and now I feel quite the fool. So let's go back, check it out. Better be something good now. Oh, it's bleeding again. I don't like that. What's this sound now? I have many regrets coming into this corridor. I don't even think I did this for any reason. I sure did. Well, there you go. I have nobody to blame but myself for not doing that. Although, actually, speaking of, like, changes to the game and missing items and stuff, there is... there's an item on the disc, but it doesn't actually spawn anywhere. And that item is a set of batteries. And it's located... or it would have been located within this area, like the underpass. Excuse me. And nobody is quite sure what they are for. A couple of bits of speculation. There is a part in Silent Hill 2 where you lose your flashlight and essentially have to rebuild it with like just... you have to find a battery and rebuild it. People were wondering if that would happen. There is a particular electrical item you're about to find in this game, and people are wondering, did you need to, like, power it up before you used it? It is entirely unclear, but there is an unused model for some batteries in this game, and that's they exist in the underpass. There you go. And there is also a change to the environment that only happens in New Game Plus. If this is in fact the area I am thinking of. I hear that big stompy boy. I don't want to go and deal with him right now. I'm going to go and hide over here. I cannot do what I need to do in this room. Oh, that's right. I remember where you get... Okay. I forget if I finished this thought while I was in the middle of the train station, because streamer brain probably kicked in. But, like, I'm very much enjoying playing through these old games because I have somewhat substantial knowledge of what I'm doing. Ooh, health drinks. Nice. So, like, I know that I need to use this kerosene heater and fill the bottle and go use it on the generator over there. But I forgot specifically where this puzzle was. And I'm forgetting, like, oh, this bit of the game happens next. Don't forget that. What else are you looking at? Ooh, bullets and shells. Nice. It's one of those daily rags. Nothing really useful written in it. Camera, please. I am the biggest proponent of 2D controls over tank controls, but, like, that was nonsense. I'm gonna have to heal up now. The controls go nuts. And it's also kind of a lucky thing that I've got the formulas for solving these puzzles, because once again, you saw that Shakespeare puzzle. I still have my Shakespeare book. That's amazing. But you saw that Shakespeare puzzle, and imagine having to solve that. Imagine me having to solve that. Because I wouldn't. Because that puzzle requires in-depth knowledge of, like, 5 or 6 different Shakespeare plays. And a board game. Right, what do we pull up? Thanks to that thing, all the water's finally drained out of the hole. It looks like I'll be able to get down there now. If I can stand the smell, that is. Are we going to animate that? No, we're not. Oh, that's just a door. I thought that was like a grate or something. But no, that's what that is. That's the stairs. That's the exit. We can now move on to part 2 of this dungeon. Isn't that nice? I like how I'm calling it a dungeon. Feels like one. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see. But like you see how the water's kind of murky and bloodied. It's a lot clearer on your standard gameplay. New Game Plus makes the water more murky and bloody. And I believe that goes for all of the water down here. Which I guess we'll find out, because here it is. Do I have to go back that way? I think I have to go back that way. Oh, Okay. So one advantage of... Oh, that's not nice. One advantage of this area over the sewers in Silent Hill 1, you don't need to worry about staying on the platforms. You just... Admittedly, you have to swim through this terrible water, but, like, there you go. You can go around the monsters if you want. Don't have to deal with them. Harry never did that. Harry's like, no, I gotta stay on the platforms. They gotta find my little girl. Short black hair, just turned 7. You see that? What is that? Probably nothing. So the unused model for the battery pack was found around the same point as the hairdryer. So that's why people are assuming that you use the batteries in the hairdryer, right? Either that or the torch breaks and you have to fix it. So that's a pretty good piece of intuition. Yeah, see? Nothing. There's nothing down there. I told you it was nothing. Everything is fine. Don't even worry about it. I've just remembered something that we're coming up on. Oh, and I'm so excited. Right. I think... The platform was right there, Andy. I could have just walked across that, but... Nope. Now Heather has to deal with wet socks, in addition to the terrors of Silent Hill. Truly, that is the worst thing we've ever had to deal with today. Worse than that stupid logic puzzle with the books. Worse than this camera flailing around. Worse than the monsters, I guess. But, yeah. There's something written on the notebook. There's a monster in the water. The bastards killed 2 of my buddies. She'd never have doubted that old urban legend about alligators in the sewers. That was no myth. But no one believes me. They were drunk and slipped? We're not that damn stupid. Even calling it a monster isn't quite right. This is something else. All I know is something's in there. I'm going in now to beat that thing's head in. If you find this note, consider it my will. Revenge is futile. Or so you may think, reading this. But Jose and Jamie were my best buddies. Wish I knew how to do the deed. Guns won't work underwater. Even my famous knife work won't do much. If only I had a hand grenade. Oh, and a save point as well. That's handy. What are you looking at? Danger. Keep out. This was probably pasted on that door there. I can see where it fell off. It's fine. It'll be fine. Can I do this now? Yes, will you drop the steel pipe into the pool? Quick question. Hey, Criddle, if you're watching, you might want to come back for this one. Has anybody played critically acclaimed Super Nintendo game, The Legend of Zelda?
What was it that you dropped? Was it this precious gold pipe?
No, it was not the gold pipe.
Well then, was it this magnificent silver pipe?
No.
you dropped.
Yeah, it was. That's what we did.
I have finally found a truly honest man. In return, I will give you both the gold pipe and the silver pipe to keep.
These are some new game plus weapons. Um, looks snazzy, but it's not strong at all. Well, maybe I can sell it. How gorgeous. No stronger than the steel pipe, though. Good against vampires and werewolves. So basically, we now have 3 steel pipes if we want to use them. It just happens that this one's gold. And the other one is silver. This is a very silly game at times. Alright. If we try to cross this bridge, then we die. So don't do that. Instead, use the power outlet. And then go into your inventory over here and find a lot of clothes. Hairdryer. And then use the hairdryer. And in doing so, that kills whatever it is that was down there, and we can now cross the bridge in peace. Incidentally, there is a special death animation for Heather getting dragged underwater. There's a lot of special death animations just for Heather. She has, I believe, the most death animations of any Silent Hill protagonist. Because for the most part, the other characters just like, oh, and then they fall down. Heather's like, she can fall off the train, or she can get dragged away by that one demon that we saw. Well, Goldfish Teeth, I will tell you something. They wanted to make a character who was like fairly confident and capable, but also vulnerable. And there was a lot of discussion in like the director's room and the character creation room. How do they do this? How do we make Heather strong, but how do we give her that like vulnerable edge? And most of the female artists on the team were like, put her in a skirt. Trust us on this one, just put her in a skirt. So that's why her default costume has that. This one doesn't, because I'm wearing the cool Hanafuda outfit. But, yes, the point was that we're supposed to worry about Heather's safety because there's a lot of ways in which she can die. And just, as a character, she is designed to have an air of vulnerability about her. Which is kind of creepy in a way. But, like, it also plays into... It's a horror game. You're not really supposed to feel like you're in charge. Or at least in a survival horror game. Action horror, now that's another genre. It's like, give me Dante, give me Torque. I love those characters. Very similar vibe. Well, I thought there was a save point over here. There's like a dustbin over here and there's a save point scrolled on top of it. Well, there's actually... do you know what? I should have saved it and used it to bring up on screen as a demonstration in just such a moment. Oh, here it is. Yeah, we're going to save and wrap up now. But... when I do that, right, my entire room lights up red. That's pretty scary. Well, actually, since we are here, is there a place where I can get a good look at Heather's model? Will that do? Yeah, that'll do. Right. So this is just the outfit that I have on because it's Hanafuda and I like it. Unequip. So like that's her normal outfit, and they made a point of saying like, yes, she is a female character, but also there's less of the like Lara Croft, hello boys, right? But she still got the skirt, so it's like, I don't know though. I want to protect this girl. She could be in trouble. Kind of a difficult topic to approach and discuss, and I think that the game designers did a pretty good job of it. By and large, with what you are saying there, Goldfish Teeth, maybe listen to the girls and women on the team because they know what this is about. They just know. I'm gonna go to my good night screen now over here. Bye everyone. Listen to this jaunty music. By the way, I'm always blown away at like what a tonal shift it is when I when I turn to my when I turn to the P-Art back screen. Who is streaming right now? Pip is streaming right now with Toph. They are doing Portal 2. Amazing. Did I have to double check that was Portal 2 and not Postal 2? Yes, I did, because that's the mindset I'm in right now with video games and problematic discussions. Look at that dream cloud. Adelie is dreaming of a spooky ghost with a pumpkin heart and blushing a lot and drinking a cup of tea. As you would, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea right now. Good thinking, me. Right, let's go raid Pip. Come back on Wednesday. We're gonna do more Breath of Fire. And until next time, goodbye.